everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to get back into filming videos because I always love doing it, but I was so slack in it, and I think half the time my anxiety was like, yeah, no, you are not putting yourself on the internet for people to judge. I wanted to start a channel because I love talking about books and I want to meet some new people and make some friends that love talking about books as well. And I figured, you know what? BookTube is an amazing place to do that. So let's start filming videos. And hopefully I'll get right back into it because I really want to. Wish me luck because I can do it. Anyway, on to the content. What I have for you today is a haul. I was contemplating what books I do because there are some I'm really excited about that I bought ages ago. But there's some that I bought recently that I've already read. But I'm not going to show you them because that would be silly. Anyway, the first book is actually a box set. Now, I've heard some amazing things about this and I'm really excited about reading it when I get the chance, but I'm so excited. This is called the Ruby Red Trilogy. It has Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue and Emerald Green. I love the covers of this. How gorgeous is that cover? It'd be so much better in hardback, but paperback's cheaper and doesn't break as easy when you read it. And oh my god, that is so pretty. I'm so excited about reading this. I don't even know what the premise is really. I know it's adapted from German, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's about time travel. That's awesome. I love time travel. Time traveling gene. Where's my time traveling gene? I want that. I've always felt like I was born in the wrong era. You know he's going to be one of those dreamy guys that turns out to be obnoxious and rude and you're like, ugh, she better not fall in love with him. And then it turns out to be really nice. And the obnoxiousness is just hiding a sensitive heart. Oh, you know it's going to be one of those kind of ones. I like those kind of books anyway. On to the next book. Now this one I've heard a lot about, specifically from a book Utopia, Sasha Alsberg, but I wanted to see, and this is Obsidian, the first book of the Lux series. Now, this is about aliens. I have not really read much about aliens. I think the only book I really read about them would be The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and I really liked that, much better than Twilight. It's a shame she didn't do more to the series, but anyway, this should be really good. And of course, it's got a hot guy in it, as always. It better do. And of course his infuriating Ian. Why are all hot guys at the start of books infuriating? They all get on your nerves. Excited! The next book is a book I've been hearing a lot about as well, and I am quite excited to be reading this, although I'm a little nervous because these kind of books, I'm not that good at reading. I tend to get really, I don't know, against it. It doesn't put me in a good mood, which I want books to do. But this book is My Sister Rosa by Justine Labulestia. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Anyway, but this is about a guy whose sister Rosa is kind of crazy. Nobody else knows it but him. It should be good. We'll see how this goes. And on to the next book, which is technically a box set, but it is the School of Good and Evil box set. There are 3 books in it. The first one, just The School for Good and Evil. Second one, A World Without Princes. And the third one, The Last Ever After. These ones should be interesting. They have like a comic feel about it. Yeah. Ooh, not every story has a happy ending. One best friend, one true love, choose your ever after. I'm excited. This is gonna be good. Alright, let me get the first one out if I can. I don't know why I keep them in the boxes. I should just take them out. Urgh. Ah ha 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 ha. Got it. Anyway, this is the first one. What would you choose? I think that's the premise of it. You have to choose the school either for good or for evil. Which one would you do? What would you choose? Me? Depends on the, I'd have to read it and find out. But we'll have to see what the advantages of either one are. I just realised, not that you can really see, but I hadn't had my lights on my bookcase or filming which makes me really irritated. But anyway, they're in now and they're so pretty and I love them. I have such a pretty bookcase. Anyway, on to the next book. I've heard a lot about this one too. I'm not sure I'm gonna like it because it's not the type of book that I normally go for. But it is The 1000th Floor. So yellow. Look at that. Interesting. The higher you are, the farther you fall. Can you imagine that, living on the 1000th floor? Like, I'm scared about going to the 100th floor. Imagine the 1000th floor. It's crazy high. When you're this high up, there's nowhere to go but down. Ooh. I'm gonna have to read that soon. On to the next book. Now, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this book because it's quite a big deal. But this one, Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Exciting! I'm still gonna read this, but I'm super excited. I like it and I'm excited about reading it. Although, I must say, if she's gonna do the same thing she did with her Divergent series, I might not be able to read it because, yeah, no. Those kind of endings are just like, no. It was almost a drawback to me actually picking up this book because between Divergent and Hunger Games, when I finished those two series, I threw both of the books, which I shouldn't have done because I love my books. I threw them right across the room and I screamed and was in a temper for hours. I do not like books that end like that. They're not fun. And I feel like, well, with the Hunger Games, I felt like I had read it all for nothing. Now, this one, I'm really interested about. I saw them and the premise and the idea behind the series, I don't know if they're the same series, but they're similar, is so interesting. But I'm like, yeah, you have to read them. Just give it a go. Anyway, this one is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Sholter. No, like that. Off with their heads. Her father was right. The monsters are real. The series is called The White Rabbit Chronicles. Interesting. I like it. Next book I have is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. So excited about this. I have the whole series. Hang on, let me get it. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, The Evolution of Mara Dyer, The Retribution of Mara Dyer, all by Michelle Hodkin. So excited about these books. I think it's kind of like a horror, which intrigues me because I've never really read horror books before, but I want to. I like horror movies. Tend not to be able to watch them unless I'm with other people watching them as well, but I do like them. Yes! Another box set that I'm reading is the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafis. I really want to read her next book. I've forgotten what it's called, but I have a thing with middle grade books. I know I'm an adult. I should be reading adult fiction. Don't know, I have a thing with middle grade fiction. It's really weird. Like the Percy Jackson series, Be Still My Heart. I loved it. I'm really excited about this. My touch is lethal. Cross out. My touch is power. Sounds amazing. The next book is The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. Such a pretty cover. I love it. Oh, and it's shiny too. And I have the first one here, The Wrath and the Dawn, which isn't shiny, but it's like the same premise. See what I mean? The last book I have to show you today is a book that I did buy recently, and I am about just under halfway through, and I'm absolutely loving it. It is the best book ever. I mean, seriously, it's taken my heart at the minute. Took a bit to get into, but now it's like, yes, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? To the point where I stayed up way too late last night and didn't get as much sleep as I should have. And that book is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I'm loving this. Now, vampires, witches, all that kind of thing. Well, maybe not witches, but vampires. They went out of reading style a while ago. We all read about them, we all loved them, and then we stopped. Like, especially the vampire romance. But I don't know, this one's, it's different, but it's the same. It's more, it does have that, you know, vampire romance aspect, but it's older, more adult, not like Twilight, which is, you know, teeny weeny 13-year-old kind of romance. This is adult romance. This is trying to stop yourself and being able to, but not wanting to. And the good thing about this one too is it's not all about the romance. It's got some, you know, she can be a badass witch if she wants to be, which is amazing. You need to have a badass female character. If you don't, then that's just not good enough. Yeah. Sure, the romance is a big part of it, but it's not the only part of it. I mean, they have the manuscript that they talked about, that they need to figure that out. They have danger along the outside, which is like the other witches, and just so good. Anyway, that is it for the books that I have for you today. I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, that zoomed in pretty quickly. What the hell? I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Sarah? Cara? Sarah? It's